Welcome back to another edition of Tea and Toys. This time we've got the Defenders of the Earth Wave 1 from NECA. First 3 action figures. So we got number 1 was Phantom. It comes with Zuffy. So you get 4 characters in the first wave. Number 2 was Flash Gordon. Number 3 was Ming the Merciless. Now they all come with a long laser shot, a short laser shot, and various different hands. The Phantom actually comes with a hand where he can have a ring laser shot. With a spare fist hand. Flash Gordon comes with an open left hand, fisted left hand, as well as a right fisted hand. And Ming Merciless comes with additional left hand. I think that's basically for holding the sword. No, it's for holding the pistol. Again, all characters come with this pistol. Ming comes with the sword, as does Flash Gordon. So let's pick on the Phantom, the ghost that walks in the strength of 10 tigers. Right, with my Phantom, there is a bit of a paint splodge on his face there. Not the end of the world, but it's the other issues that this toy line has when it comes to the known breakages, so on and so forth. And, as you just saw Flash Gordon, they don't stand up very well. My Phantom and my Flash are constantly falling over. Now, the ankles are really weak. Other joints, you can hear that, really can't move them. That's because they've painted all the pegs internally, which makes them really hard to move, which causes the stiffness, which then makes them break, which is why a lot of them have been reported to be broken. Now, NECA have said that they were going to be tackling this issue, but having got these in hand, knowing that they are the second run of the Defenders that us in the UK got, I'm still hesitant to move them around. Another thing I noticed with the articulation, now this is a bucket that they've used before, so all 3 figures share the same bucket. If you move the left leg, the right leg goes with it. I don't really know why that is, why they've made that a thing. That's just there to be noted. Other than that, the sculpting wise, they look amazing. They do look amazing. I think looking at them, Ming is by far the nicest to look at when it comes to the sculpting. Looking absolutely fantastic. Look at that, look at the detail, it's just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Even the staff, the Mongor staff. If you know the series, you know Mongor is the serpent dragon pet of Ming, ever loyal pet sidekick, which was a thing in 80s cartoons. A lot of characters had it. Mumra had Marmot, Skeletor had Beastman. All joking aside, probably the weakest one, but I still like it. I still like Flash, but I don't know, it's just something a bit off with him. I don't know. So it's like generic guy, maybe. He wasn't the one with all the powers. Like Lothar had the super strength, Mandrake had the magic, and the Phantom, this version of the Phantom, had more mystical powers. Like other versions of the Phantom from the 30s up until like the Billy Zane movie, they didn't have this mystic, ghost that walks in the shadow of the 10 tigers and all that kind of thing. That didn't exist until Defenders of the Earth. Having said that, not having read the old Phantom stuff or much of the old Flash Gordon stuff, like the 80s movie and Defenders of the Earth is my Flash Gordon, and this Phantom is my Phantom, so I can't think of him not having those weird mystical powers that like proper long-term hardcore Phantom fans know. So when they were probably watching going, why the hell has Kit got magical powers when he never had before? And other things from the series, you know that each adult had either a son or a daughter or a ward. Ming the Merciless had his daughter Castra in the show, and his son Crotan. It's Aura in the movies and other adaptations of Flash Gordon. So I think Castra is new for Defenders of the Earth, I think. Either way, he's got a son and a daughter in this series. Flash has his son Rick, and the Phantom has his daughter Jeddah. Now, the funny thing with Jeddah is that she actually has 3 looks in the series. There's one particular episode 6, I think it's called the Root of Problems, or the Root of All Problems, where they're all based on their prototype designs. So Lothar has his old design, but also in his prototype design, and Jeddah has like long black hair, and she looks like she's more in the Phantom purple costume. Whereas later editions, earlier edition of Jeddah, she had brown hair, the black jumpsuit, and then later on she then got black hair and still retained the black jumpsuit. So if NECA are going to do any more action figures, I really want them to flush out the line, even though we've heard nothing from Lothar or Mandrake. We've seen additional pictures of Lothar, but nothing. No pre-orders have dropped, no signs, no news, no nothing. And one thing, why they packaged Zuffy with the Phantom when he's more associated with Mandrake's ward, Kashin. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him if they ever get around to doing him. Again, Kashin has two possible versions that they could do, the prototype version from the one episode and his standard red jacket version as well. And the sixth figure, which they missed from the initial run-up, so they made a point of a NECA version of the Galoob logo. They missed off Garrix, the Ice Warrior Captain or Commander. That is one of the things I really wanted to see what they're going to do with Garrix. Like, as a kid, he was just a character I loved. Absolutely loved this just Ice General guy and wanted it as a kid, but was never allowed it. They didn't want to buy us any more toys. We had lots of Star Wars, lots of Marvel figures. We weren't allowed. Flash Gordon Defenders of the Earth. And the Ming from the prototype episode, he looked completely different. He's got like a blue-grey skin or purpley blue-grey type skin. He's got this big like mohawk, ornate helmet on the top here. There's a cape, but completely different colours as well. And the Garrix in that is actually in that episode. It's like a generic looking Ice Warrior where they kind of look similar to Garrix. So that's the Defenders of the Earth Wave 1 toy line. Not overly impressed with the movement of the figures being quite restrictive, and knowing the problems that others have had with them, I've been afraid to move them too much. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm the one that's causing the problem in that instance. But I don't want to break them. It costs some money. I want to see Mandrake and Lothar and Garrix. If they're going to do no more characters, I at least want them to do the other three figures from the original toy line. If you see nobody else, I'll be happy with just the set of 6. Well, tell me what you think. Leave comments in the descriptions. Like, what do you want to see from the Defenders of the Earth toy line? Do you want to see the prototype characters? Do you want to see more of the peripheral characters that they released, the other villains in the series? There weren't that many, but there were a few. I don't think any of them got any weird rights issues. Do you want to see Prince Valiant? Like, can NECA do Prince Valiant, who is an honorary 5th member of the Defenders of the Earth, 6th member being Jungle Jim from the comics? Don't forget to love, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.